Just a reminder that this and all my other videos are made for adult doll collectors or adults buying dolls for others. This is not a video for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you very much for listening. Beach essentials. Towel. Sunglasses. Beach bag. Legs. Hello internet! My name is Kelsey and welcome back to my closet. So today was a really good day for doll deliveries, apparently, because not only did I get Resilient, who you saw yesterday, although I haven't actually done the live stream yet, as of when I'm filming this right now, so technically, yeah. Anyway, I also got Margot, finally, from Pacific Coast, and technically she really did come from the Pacific Coast, because when I was looking at the tracking details on Amazon, she actually flew into California first before being flown to Pennsylvania. So yeah, she really came from the Pacific Coast. Margot, just like the rest of the Pacific Coast girls, is $32.99 on Amazon, or, you know, varying prices in other places. She's the one I was super excited about, and I was so bummed that she wasn't getting released straight away, but now she's here. So let's have a look at the box. She is displayed so lovely over here. You can kind of see a couple of flyaway hairs already. I haven't watched anyone else's reviews on Margot, but I already do know about the extreme crunch factor that's going on here. So, yeah, let's look forward to that when we actually get her out. But she looks gorgeous, of course. And Phaedra, Harper, Hallie, and herself are on the bottom of the box. And then there's her towel and her bag and her sunglasses, and I really love this bag, that it's a drawstring bag. Super cute, especially because there is a Mini Fashions drawstring bag, but I never got that one and I wanted it, but yeah. Now I'll have this drawstring bag instead. Then we've got the palm trees and seagulls on the side and nothing on this side, and the artwork on the back. And I did cut the art out of Phaedra's box, and it's all the way up above my head that you can't see. And if there are any more artworks from Rainbow High that I'm gonna want to keep, I'm gonna need more wall space. Space in general, right? we got a problem with that here in doll collecting land. Pacific Coast, duh. Margot's name up here, duh. Oh, I am so excited. She's so pretty. Oh, duh. Almost forgot her little stamp. Margot is an accessory design focus, so that's kind of the same as Daphne, so they can be friends. And I think they have very similar face molds, although I've also heard that Margot's jaw is a little bit different. We'll have to compare her to somebody else to see if that's true. Let's open the box. All right, guys. Here is Margot, all free from her box, and the hair crunch is not as bad as I was expecting, actually. I thought it was gonna be more like rock solid, where her hair wasn't gonna even move. Blech, can't talk. But yeah, it's really not that bad. Obviously, it's gonna need some, oh no, big sheddy piece. Yikes. It's gonna need some attention. Man, she's shedding a lot. Not good. I know that it's not as easy to take care of a doll with tinsel in the hair, but I would not want her to have tinsel because she is so pretty and shiny with the tinsel. Oh my goodness. Oh man, if I could wash it and get it to be like straight with just like a little curl at the ends, oh my god, it's gonna look so gorgeous. She is so pretty. But anyway, enough rambling, let's look at her. So, gosh, she's so pretty. Look at that. I love those eyes. They're like not as sharply icy blue as some of the others, like Gabriella's eyes or even Robin's eyes. They're just like really subtle blue, tinting into like just a muted blue. Like, oh man, I really like this eye chip. And then her makeup is also pale and muted. She's got a pretty prominent like light blue eyeshadow, but then there's like a darker smoky thing going on above it, and a little bit of glitter towards the edges of her eyebrows, which are also very pale. It's kind of placed oddly. It almost looks like it was supposed to be extended through the whole length of the eyebrow, but it's only at the one end. But I don't know if that's a defect or not, because again, I haven't watched anyone else's videos about her. She's also got freckles, which I love. They're very pale freckles, but they are there. And a nice shiny pink lip color. Now I did notice when I first looked at her in the box that there's this little, like, it's not a smudge. It's like it's a little extra bump of plastic on the top of her lip. And so it kind of looks like a smudge, but if, you know, I'm touching it and it's raised. So I don't know what is up with that, but I'm not gonna play with it. It's not anywhere near as noticeable as like Phaedra's big lip thing that was missing, and she's still so pretty anyway. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna grab Violet here, Winter Break Violet, because I can easily pull her hair away from her face. So let's just see real quick the face, the jawline. You can see that hers is a little sharper than Violet's. There's definitely more of an angle going into like a heart-shaped face, whereas most of the other Rainbow High dolls have this very round face. But I like it, and I like that they are starting to experiment with other parts of the face besides just the eye shape and the nose and the lips. She's also got her little head wrap, which is kind of plasticky feeling because it's so shiny and iridescent. It's not like a waterproof fabric, definitely not. It's very smooth though, and the printing is really nice. You can see a subtle rainbow wording underneath where the faux belts are, and it ties around the back, and it goes down pretty far. It doesn't actually tie. So there's a piece of Velcro here that helps you get it on and off and secure it to the head, but it's a fake tie. The tie part is just attached to the Velcro part. Let's move on to her hair, since we're looking at that part of her. She has so many different tones. There's like lavender, there's an icy blue, the tinsel streaks here and there. We've got a lighter lavender, there's more like a very pale aqua in there. It's easier to see that there's a lot of different colors like in person, and the tinsel is distributed just enough that it catches the light here and there. If only it was more flowy right out of the box, but we'll take care of that. Okay, so this is the weirdest defect I've ever seen on a Rainbow High doll. I'm filming this portion at the end of the review because I realized that I hadn't taken off the bandana thing to show you guys what her hair looks like underneath. And at first I was like really excited because I noticed some different colors that I couldn't really see before. Like there's like a lightish pink over here, there's some mint green in here. Then I looked at her hairline and I saw this really strange thing going on. I don't know what happened here. It's like the plugs are in her forehead here, and then there's this like jutting of scalp right there, and then the rest of it on this side seems to be normal for the most part. That's really bad. That's like the worst issue that I've seen yet with one of my Rainbow High dolls. And like, yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I could probably, once I wash the hair, style it to kind of cover this area and make it less noticeable, but even then, like, I'm gonna have to keep the bandana on her head forever. And of course, I could, you know, contact MGA and try to get a different Margot, but then what am I gonna do with this one? I don't need two hanging around, and I know if I sent her back, then she'd just be destroyed as a defect, and I know it's kind of dumb because she is just plastic, but I feel like I can't do that. That's why I never returned my Hair Amazing Neela that had the weird neck problem. Am I the only one that gets too sentimentally attached and acts like the dolls have real feelings and that they're going to feel the burning fires of the incinerator when they're thrown away for being a damage? If I don't act like this thing is existing in the rest of the review, you know why, because I'm filming this after the fact, but just keep that in mind. And again, the whole thing about early Rainbow High release is having more defects than later. It really is hard because, especially when you see these pictures of these dolls and the stock photos for months and months, and you're so hyped up, and it's like the day is finally here. It's like, well, I don't want to wait another couple of months. Like, I'll wait if I have to because they're out of stock, but if they're in stock, I don't want to wait anymore. I want the doll. But this is the kind of thing you have to contend with because Rainbow High's quality control is pretty bad. And again, this is like the worst defect that I've had so far. Most of the other things I would consider pretty minor and pretty ignorable in my book, but it's very difficult to ignore such a weird hairline like that. I'll find a way to live with it because honestly, the rest of her face, when I look at it, I'm just like, you know, like, and I can put this back on and hide it and try to just build her outfits around the fact that she wears bandana all the time. But I'm trying to be totally and completely transparent with you guys, if I could actually speak English, so you know that I'm not just hiding these things. I'm still happy to have her, and again, I'll make it work. But anyway, back to the regular part of the video. Then let's move on to her bathing suit. So here is the top. She has a bikini, so the bikini top has the same rainbow lettering as the top of the bandana. There's a little RR on the front. There's a little tiny little peekaboo spot right there. There's ribbon straps, and it velcros in the back. She's got her wrap skirt, which is kind of bunched at the front to make it look like it's tied, but it actually is not a knot. Get it? I was a little confused at first because there's this plastic piece, so it's kind of set up more like a skirt than the other wrap, like what Phaedra had where it just closed around. So they have a plastic strap in the middle for the legs, and I almost cut it off because I thought it was like part of the packaging, so just be careful with that. And it's lined with little white beads, which is adorable. It's a satiny material. It goes so well with her theme. All these little tiny beads. And now we can look at the bottom of her bathing suit, which matches the top. It's just a regular sort of cut with an RH, and it has the rainbow lettering all the way around. And then again, she comes in heels. So why do I need flat feet for her? Oh, the feet. But anyway, her sandals say rainbow across them. So they're not clear, but they almost look clear, molded with glitter in a way to make it look like they're kind of translucent. The balls on the bottom here are translucent. They're supposed to be like big pearls, so that's cute. They're very sparkly. So that's Margot herself, and now let's look at what she comes with. So like all the Pacific Coast dolls, she comes with a towel. Hers has a rainbow ombre look to it, kind of like the light is hitting it and making all these colors happen, but it's just printed. But it's very pretty. It's got a lot of these gold hardware designs around it, and it says rainbow, of course. And as we learned from the show, now we know why all the Pacific Coast girls have Rainbow High themed things, because technically Pacific Coast is part of Rainbow High. Then we have her sunglasses, and they have clear aviator kind of shades on the front. There's like a little pink tint towards the middle. Not sure why. Mine has this weird spider web thing going on this side. It almost looks like glue got stuck on there, but I tried to pick at it and nothing really came off, so I guess that's just like a mistake in the molding process. And then the arms are silver, and there's a little sparkly circle on the side, and there's an R on each side. There she is. They almost are like invisible on her face, which is kind of cool. And I can't really notice the defect too much, but they press on her eyelashes a lot. So I don't know if I want to leave them on her for a long time and smush her eyelashes too much. And then here is her drawstring bag, which is a white canvas. It says Rainbow Paris on the front with an RR like the Chanel logo. The strap has that fake gold chain over the ribbon. There is a separate part at the top to be like the shoulder piece, And of course, it does close up with the drawstring, and you can pull the little securing piece to keep it all tight and together. On top of that, we've got our leg switching instructions, we've got our comment card, we've got her stand, which is a pearly white, nothing too special. I think I shot the comb off somewhere, I don't know where it went. And then her extra leggies. Oh my goodness. You know, I realized two things. First of all, we didn't look at her nail polish. Her nail polish is almost like she has a clear coat on because it's very, very subtle, like a clear shimmer coat. And then articulation, we got her head rotation, the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, the hip, the upper thigh, and the knee. I know everybody already knows the articulation of Rainbow High, but I took the leg off by accident. Well, this is a good segue into changing into the other leg. I just like to do the articulation anyway, because why can't I figure out what foot goes where? I like to test out the articulation because, you know, it's a new doll. I want to see what joints might be stiff and what needs a little bit of exercising. Here is her flat foot against her heeled foot. As you know, there's a lock and key system so that you don't have to worry about accidentally putting the wrong leg on the wrong side. See, I'm noticing, and this is a problem that I mentioned in Phaedra's video that I was afraid of, this side is pretty loose. I had a hard time getting Phaedra's leg off, but this one is not staying very well, and that's probably why it came off so easily when I was doing the joint. And this is the problem that I said could happen, that especially for kids, the leg's gonna come off, it could fly across the room or something, and then they'll have a legless doll. Or they'll have a doll that has one flat foot and one heeled foot forever. Even if the legs don't fly off, what if they lose the spare ones? I already discussed my feelings on the legs, so I'll just leave it at that. But do note that yes, my particular Margot has a bit of a loose joint on the left side. That could also just be due to the fact that she's a fresh batch, she's fairly early in the run of Pacific Coast, and I have always found that early Rainbow High dolls tend to have more defects than later productions. But I am impatient, so I have her now, and I don't care. And I'm very, very happy with the rest of her. She is so, so pretty. This face is just gorgeous. And even the tinsel, I mean, I just love glitter and shiny stuff and tinsel in dolls, and I've said it before, and I know tinsel in doll hair is kind of polarizing, but for me, it's not a bad thing. I just need to very carefully take care of it. And once it's clean and free of gel, it's gonna be so nice. Let me know what you guys think of Margot. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested. Share the video with your friends. Check out my Instagram maybe if you're feeling so inclined. And until next time, bye!